Do you remember riding your bike in the street? Your wheel would lodge into a crack in the road and send you tumbling, shredding your knee against the coarse pavement. You might have cried, but your mother tended to you. She gave you a Band-Aid and said the words, "It'll be okay." And she was right. You would walk it off and get back on that bike. Your wound would heal, scab, then fade, and life went on. But what if this wasn't the case? What if every wound you suffered was a waiting game, a grave testament of your health? This is the case for many people who have diabetes, have undergone surgery, or have underlying health conditions. Every wound for them is a gamble. Will it close? Will it become infected? Will it scar? We have watched our parents go from tending to our cuts to asking these very questions about their own wounds. We are Team Dress Up, and we have designed the Anaida Smart Bandage to promote faster healing, reduced scarring, and inflammation to people suffering from post-operative and chronic wounds alike. The advantages of the Anaida Smart Bandage are the various inherent monitoring mechanisms and drug delivery components that provide the user with more information about the status of their wound's health. The bandage includes two sensors, a temperature sensor and a pH indicator that work together to monitor any potential wound infection through changes in temperature and pH and allow the user to know whether the dressing needs to be changed or medical help should be sought. The bandage is powered by a circuit board and through electrodes administers an electrical shock that excites collagen-producing pathways within the wound that help to regenerate the injured skin and heal the wound. In addition, a sericin hydrogel applied to the wound site also favors these wound healing pathways, and because this gel is derived from silk, it is highly biocompatible and environmentally friendly. Analysis of the current market of Medicare beneficiaries shows that 8.2 million people had wounds with or without infections. In addition, costs of Medicare range from $28.1 billion to $96.8 billion for both acute and chronic wound treatments, and the annual wound care product market is expected to reach 15 to 22 billion more by 2024. Currently, the market competitors are scar removal creams such as Mederma and other electronic bandages. Creams such as Mederma are inexpensive, but they are limited to fading scars and thus cannot address the needs of chronic wounds or wound healing impairments. Other smart bandages are expensive and not as accessible. While other electronic bandages are more expensive, they may only utilize one variable, such as electrical stimulation, whereas the Anaida both stimulates and monitors wound healing using multiple outlets. Currently, our prototype has a unit price of production of approximately $70. As a team, we value accessibility and aim to cap the selling price at $100. After factoring production costs such as laboratory fees and supervisor salaries, we estimate our initial profit margin to be 30%. Initially, we plan to release our simplified product using a staged product launch to interested customers. As our funds grow, we will incorporate more sophisticated components into the electronics of the bandage, such as microcircuitry and improved sensors. Here shows the Anaida prototype. This video will show a brief demonstration of the prototype applied to a volunteer subject. We made our sericin hydrogel using gelatin, ethanol, water, and silk powder. We tested each component of the device, including pH and thermal sensor testing, pain testing, and cell viability testing. The pH and thermal sensor testing passed in that it was able to test and record accurate readings. The pain testing of the electrodes were assessed by volunteers on what level of voltage was comfortable and can still yield electroporation. The cell viability test by the sericin was proven to be very successful. The sericin allowed the skin cells to mature more healthily and proliferate faster, proving our idea of creating collagen growth by stimulating fibroblasts. It also proves that the sericin is non-toxic to the cells and allows for natural differentiation and proliferation even after longer periods of time. Through our contacts with professionals and winning the second place title in the Site 100K Student Technology Venture Competition, We have the potential to market our idea to larger wound healing companies like Rochelle Industries, which will allow us to improve the initial prototype for a better quality product and to protect our idea. We also have the potential to market this idea independently over the counter as a small business. In terms of regulatory pathways, the team intends to file a 510(k) and a 513(g) in pursuit of a Class 2 device. We are a group of rising and enthusiastic bioengineers. Our team members have great individual strengths in 3D modeling, laboratory testing, software engineering, academic writing, and market connections to place our product above the rest. Between our team and our mentors, we have the knowledge, skill set, professional insight, and drive to successfully build this device. Everyone deserves to hear the words, "It'll be okay," when they are wounded. And with the Anaida bandage, that reassuring statement becomes a promise.